This is the nToto, the world's first fully automated small biopsy grossing platform, brought to you by PharmaPath. And here it is in action. The first thing we do is take your specimen jar and intake it into the tool. It's brought over to our decapping station, which is its the first part of its journey through the tool. It's spun in front of our camera with the light on, and any and all labels are read, parsed, and documented. That includes barcodes and textual descriptions. Those fields are cross-referenced both with one another and with the data from your laboratory information system, and then it's all saved and added to your report. As that happens, a cassette is printed live on demand within the tool through our integrated cassette printer. This cassette obviously matches the label we just read. It is taken, and the first thing that happens is we bring it to what we call our delid station, and this is where we're going to first image it to ensure the print quality and any other QC metrics about the cassette, and then we're going to grip it and snap that lid open with our robotic arm, just like that. Now that that's done, we're going to pick that cassette back up and bring it over to the other side of our tool into what we call the grossing zone, which is where the magic happens. First thing we're going to do over there is rotate that lid fully open and then place it on our grossing plate where the tissue transfer is going to occur. You can hear our negative pressure system activating under there, both to help us place it and for some other things later in the cycle. Now that that's done, we're going to pick that jar back up and bring it over to our imaging zone, where now we're going to image the contents of the jar to generate a gross report. And at the same time, you might have missed it, but we imaged the cap from below as well to check for any stuck pieces of tissue. Now that we've grossed the tissue, we're going to transfer it. We do this through a no contact core. You can hear our negative pressure system evacuating that formalin out from the microbiopsy cassette so that we can avoid using any sort of sponges or biopsy bags or other consumables. And now that the formalin has been poured through the cassette, we're going to wash down the walls, resuspending and refloating any tissue that might have been left behind. Then we do that pour one more time. And now we're going to bring the empty jar back to our imaging zone, where we're going to use a fluorescence technique to detect the presence of any tissue that might have been left behind. And then last for the jar, back to our decapping zone, where the cap is going to be screwed back in, and then the jar will be picked up and dropped below the tool into storage for extraction by a human at a later point. Now that we're onto the cassette, we're going to pick that back up, rotate the lid closed, snap it. We're going to image the grossing plate to check for any tissue that might have been left behind. And then we're going to place it into our processing basket. And just like that, you have grossed a small biopsy with the nToto system.